to vote on that. Robert's rules of procedure.
Even though I wasn't at
Even though you're not in prep.
Yes.
Hey, listen, you're just voting that. You don't have to vote that you were not. Make a motion, second, and vote.
Usually people abstain, so you know.
And I've always told me that too.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Make a big deal out of it. Yeah,
I learned something.
I know. Most people, it just depends if they're comfortable on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Robert's rules allows you to make the motion second.
Okay, 7. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, commissioners, the April 13th, 2026 Village Council meeting for the Village of Forest Park will come to order. We begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are able, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Maxham. Here. Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Mellon Rogovin. Commissioner Vogt. Here. Mayor Hoskins.
Here. Okay, we need to approve the minutes from the March 23rd regular council meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxham. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Any discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxham.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt. Aye. Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. All right, we're at public comment.
Sarah Cutsforth.
Hello, Village of Forest Park Council. My name is Sarah Cutsforth, and I have been a resident on the 900 block of Lathrop for the past 12 years. This is a community that I care deeply about. My children both attend District 91 schools. I'm here today to kindly ask elected trustees to hold a vote to update our municipal code to restrict short-term rentals in residentially zoned areas. This is exactly what River Forest did in 2016. A vote at this very meeting can change the quality of life for your residents. This issue was brought up at the March 23rd council meeting and discussed in the Forest Park Review article published on April 6th. The proximity of the 905 Lathrop property to Field Stephen Elementary and Forest Park Middle School, which are just 2 blocks away, raises significant concerns about the well-being of our children. We already have laws in place that restrict where certain individuals can live, such as keeping registered offenders a set distance away from the schools, because we take neighborhood safety and the protection of our children seriously. That same principle should guide how we think about short-term rentals in residential areas. When homes are used for high turnover, short-term stays, it creates a level of uncertainty for neighbors, with people coming and going regularly who are not a part of the community and aren't held to the same level of accountability as long-term residents. This isn't about assuming the worst of people. It's about recognizing that stability, familiarity, and accountability are what make neighborhoods safe and strong. This is about experience, as proven by my own experience. Last summer at our village block party, on the 900 block of Lathrop, my daughter found a weed vape pen in our bounce house after it was crashed by the short-term rental stayers. I am so thankful that she did not put that to her mouth. My 8-year-old brought this to my husband and I. This is about experiences. If these values matter, then we should carefully consider whether allowing that kind of transient activity aligns with the expectations we've set for our residential areas. We are a community known for our big city access and our small town charm. It sure does not feel like small town charm right now. We've experienced excessive noise, loitering, and increased flow of traffic from out-of-state drivers unfamiliar with our one-way street traffic, and even intrusive parties that disrupted our block party. These individuals do not realize they are just blocks away from a school where children walk home every day. We've observed that many guests, likely unfamiliar with the area, frequently disregard the stop sign at Lathrop and Lexington. This creates a real safety concern. The constant turnover at this property has noticeably increased traffic on our block, which is especially troubling given our close proximity to Field Stevenson Elementary, where my daughter and her friends walk daily. The pattern is making our neighborhood less safe. My career is built as a registered nurse. I work at Loyola University Medical Center. It's a level 1 trauma hospital. I understand the importance of prioritizing community health and safety, as well as appropriate use of resources. It is crucial that we tackle these issues proactively so that residents do not feel forced to call 911 for non-emergency concerns, diverting valuable resources away from those who truly need them. Thank you very much for your time and attention.
Thank you.
Samantha?
Hello, Village Council again, and thank you WGN News for being here today and reporting on our story. Steve, in 2025 of June, you shared with the Forest Park Review that very few families with school-aged children have been purchasing homes in Forest Park in recent years. Short-term rentals are not helping that trend. Short-term rentals are also driving away the families that also want to stay here. Living next to a revolving door of transient guests is the opposite of what families look for in choosing a community. Our motto, big city access, small town charm. But there's nothing charming about the constant turnover in neighborhood homes, especially those located within 500 feet of a school. That kind of instability undermines the very character we promote. We are long-term residents of Forest Park. We take pride in being active, contributing members of the community. Just look at Circle Bridge. What are you gonna find? Painted on there is Ladies of Lathrop. We choose to represent this community and we show up. We participate in community events. We're at every parade, every Easter egg hunt, and every gathering that brings neighborhood together. We invest our time, energy, and care into the village because we believe in it. We are not just residents, we are part of the fabric of this community. And we want to see it remain a place where families choose to live, stay, and grow. Short-term rentals bring something very different. They bring constant turnover, added trash, increased noise, and a steady stream of unfamiliar people. Individuals we do not know, we cannot build trust with, and that's not the kind of environment that fosters a strong, connected neighborhood. We are asking you to use the authority you already have available to you, just as our neighbor communities have done so. River Forest acted in 2016. Elmwood Park followed in 2019, restricting short-term rentals in residentially zoned areas after listening to resident concerns. Their village board voted, took action, and demonstrated what it means to respond to a community. We are behind the times, and it's time for Forest Park to catch up. These short-term rentals, these short-term rentals are businesses. Therefore, they belong in the commercial district, not the residential district. If you look around at who showed up, Mike Utami did not show up because he's not a part of this community. He's the one that owns a short-term rental. He does not believe that you guys will do anything. And that's why he's not here today. So let's show him how strong we are. We are asking plainly, What will it take for this board to hold a vote? Our community is asking for action, and we deserve a clear timeline, not deflection. If other communities are able to act decisively, what is preventing our board from doing the same? Why can't we start today? And why can't we vote right now? Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha.
Miss Bell Bay.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for pronouncing my last name correctly. I've never done this before, so I'm new to this. I am a long-term resident of Forest Park. My family and I have been here for about 27 years. I've lived on the Rockford Avenue block near Submarine Tender. Our children attended District 91 schools, attended with some of your children, Mayor Hoskins. I'm really frustrated right now with the overnight parking ordinance. I understand why it exists for people who are visiting and so on and so forth. But 5 people live in my household at this time. My husband and I have 3 children. They're all still home. They work, they help us with the bills, so on and so forth. So it's convenient for everybody to kind of be in the same house. At this time, we have about 4 cars connected to our house. We have a garage, so 2 cars fit in there. We have that little patch of concrete outside the garage, so 1 car fits there. There's usually at least 1 person left on the street, like right near the house. And generally, it's okay. But between late February and early March, we received, well, the car that was on the street at the time, no less than 8 parking tickets. And I was just like, okay, well, what recourse do I have as a long-term resident? I don't know how convenient it is to pay a monthly parking fee to have to go to a lot that's not even close to our house. So we purchase the parking sticker every year. Is there a recourse for this? I was just wondering about that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to move on with the agenda. For people who are not familiar with our structure, we don't engage in public comment. We'll follow up after the meeting. You know, you can talk to staff, whatnot. And of course, an ordinance to regulate short-term rentals is not on tonight's agenda, so we can't actually vote on it tonight. But we appreciate everyone who came to speak to us tonight. We hear you. We've been in communication and will continue to be in communication. So having said that, we're going to move on with tonight's agenda. There are no formal communications before the village tonight. We don't have any department reports, so we're going to move on to bills by resolution. So Deputy Clerk, whenever you're ready.
Be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Forest Park, Cook County, Illinois, that we dispense with the reading of the individual bills inasmuch as each department head has approved and signed bills in the following aggregate amount for their respective departments. Public Affairs, $140,184.39. Police Department, $2,105.15. Community Center, $6,670.91. Clerk's Office, $379,483.16. Fire Department, $1,367.37. Department of Health and Safety, $740. Streets and Public Improvements, $90,056.59. Public Property, $60,717.66. Seizure, $347.95. Federal Customs, $2,071.98. VIP, $15,101.59. Water Department, $480,541.63 for a total of $1,179,388.38.
All right, thank you, Deputy Clerk. Commissioners, is there a motion to adopt the resolution on the bills?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxham. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxham?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is resolution 26-26.
All right, thank you. We're going to skip agenda item number 1 under new business this evening. So moving to item number 2. The chair will entertain a motion to adopt a resolution to approve and authorize the execution of a professional auditing services agreement with Lauterbach and Amen. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxham. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Is there any discussion? Okay, if there's no discussion, Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxim? Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is resolution 27-26.
Okay, Commissioners, next item is a resolution approving the execution of an Illinois Youth Investment Program linkage agreement with Proviso Leiden Council for Community Action. And this is for the hiring of young people for summer jobs. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxham. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is resolution 28-26.
Thank you. The next item is a resolution approving a change order number 1. And this is for the purchase of the McQueen Equipment LLC. And this is for the purchase of a fire department ladder truck. It's known as the Pierce Enforcer 100 Ascendant. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxham. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is resolution 29-26.
All right, the next item is a resolution authorizing the execution of a waste collection agreement with SBC Waste Solutions, Inc. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion? You have a question?
I have a discussion. I want to say, I think it's fantastic that there is going to be a new contract saving us potentially in excess of $300,000 annually. That's amazing. That's exactly the kind of stuff that we need to be doing here. So I want to thank staff for working really hard on getting that together. Thank you.
Commissioner Vogt.
Just one comment. It's great to see that the service looks like it will remain relatively the same for residents, and we'll also be seeing some cost savings, which is great. My hope is going forward, we can work with them to better improve or expand our composting program or what we can offer our residents. I know that we talked about that when we approved our previous contract with our current hauler. And that I think there are a lot of people in the community who would like to see something a little bit more robust. So we'll talk with the commissioner when she's back and the village administrator, but I would just like to say, I do hope to see that expanded in the future.
Well, the company is local and we certainly know how to reach them. So let's be optimistic and hopefully we can expand those programs. Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is resolution 30-26.
Commissioners, next item is a resolution authorizing approval of pay request number 13, and this is for the water meter replacement project with Verigy Central LLC. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
Sorry. Yes, I will second that.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion? All right, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is resolution 31-26.
All right, the next item is a resolution approving pay request number 4, and this is for the 2025 lead service replacement project, stage 2, This is a payment to Five Star Energy Services. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
All right, it's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second? Then seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion. All right, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is Resolution 32-26.
Commissioners, next item is a resolution approving the specifications and authorizing advertising for the 2025 Green Alley Improvements Project. And this is for the 800 block of Thomas and Hannah. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second? Okay, it's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion? All right, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is Resolution 33-26.
All right, Commissioners, next item is a resolution authorizing the waiver of the hiring freeze. And this is to permit the hire of an IMRF employee in the role of full-time parking enforcement officer. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, it's been moved by Commissioner Maxham. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? Okay, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye.
This is Resolution 34-26.
All right, Commissioners, next item is a request for approval for travel authorization. This is so that three commissioners, well, the mayor and two commissioners, can attend the Illinois Municipal League Lobby Day in Springfield at the end of April. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxham. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? All right, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye. Commissioners, next item is seeking approval of a raffle permit request, and this is for the Kiwanis Club Pasta Dinner. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxham. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? All right, there's no discussion. Deputy Clerk?
Commissioner Maxim?
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt?
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins?
Aye. Okay, we have an Arbor Day proclamation. Deputy Clerk, are you prepared to read that for us?
Yes. Whereas in 1872, the Nebraska Board of Agriculture established a special day to set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can be a solution to combating climate change by reducing the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cutting heating and cooling costs, moderating the temperature, cleaning the air, producing life-giving oxygen, and providing habitat for wildlife. And trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our village increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Therefore, I, Rory Hoskins, Mayor of the Village of Forest Park, hereby proclaim Friday, April 24th, 2026, as Arbor Day in the Village of Forest Park. And I urge all citizens to celebrate Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. And I further urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations.
All right, thank you, Deputy Clerk. Do we need to formally adopt that, Council? Okay, we're going to move on to the last item under regular business. This is a motion seeking seeking approval of 3 appointments, 1 to the Library Board, Caitlin McElroy, and 2 to the Recreation Board, Maggie Grady Hooper and Uli Lieb. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, it's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second? It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxham. Discussion?
Mayor?
Commissioner.
I know Uli's here. I don't know if Caitlin is here. I just want to thank Maggie and Uli and Caitlin for volunteering their time to serve on these boards in the village. It's very important to have folks like you coming and helping out. And I just want to acknowledge your service and thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
I just want to second that. It's great to have people on boards and get the boards full so they can be active and do the wonderful things that they're doing in the community. So thank you to everybody who's volunteering.
Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Maxim? Commissioner Vogt? Mayor Hoskins?
Aye. All right, that concludes our new business for this evening. Our village administrator is on a well-earned vacation this evening. So that takes us to commissioner reports. Commissioner Maxim.
Yeah, I have a couple things. I want to start out by talking a little bit to you guys about the short-term rentals. I know it's really frustrating. And you are asking us to start taking action tonight. And it's frustrating when we sit here as a council and don't even respond to you because that's the structure of our meeting, right? And it is. And I see you shaking your head and I'm sorry. It seems really dismissive, but I can tell you that I know I'm not dismissive of your concerns and I know the rest of the board isn't either.
This is for the commissioner to talk. You can speak at public comment. We're going to keep decorum. Commissioner, please go ahead.
Thank you. But I hear your concerns. What I am asking to happen, and I sent an email today after having talked to Director Glinke and reading the stuff that Commissioner Vogt had sent. I'm asking our village administrator, who is not in town this week, and it's hard for us, the elected board. I can talk to Commissioner Vogt, I can talk to the mayor, but we can't talk all of us together because of Open Meetings Act restrictions. We can't talk more than two of us at a time privately if we're not in open session. So I'm asking our village administrator to get together with Director Glinke and the police chief to coordinate all the information that's relevant and to communicate it to us so we can be on the same page and all have the same information. So it's not me emailing you and only BCCing people and someone else emailing you and BCCing people. It's going to take a little bit of time to figure out what the best step is. And I wish we could know what that was and take a vote tonight, but we simply can't. We have to coordinate the information, share the information in a way that's legally responsible for us to do. And I've been in your shoes on the other side, asking for something to be done, and it takes some time, and I'm apologizing for that. I also, I have 3 kids. My youngest right now is 16. So they all went to the District 91 schools and they went to the high schools. 2 of them went to Proviso schools. So I also know what it's like to raise kids, to young adults now in this neighborhood. And I too care very much about this neighborhood and the safety of everybody, and especially the kids who are, more vulnerable. So I have heard what you've said. I've read your emails and I'm working on getting a response and an answer. And then in terms of parking on the street, I know that's something that the Traffic and Safety Commission, and that's headed by Commissioner Michelle Mellon-Rogovan, who is not here tonight, has been talking about for some time. Again, I have my 3 kids, even the 2 that are grown, all living at home. So there's 5 of us in the house. So I hear you on, cars and places to park, and we have 2 in the garage and 1 in our extra spot. So, it is a concern that a lot of people have. And I actually have had neighbors who've moved because they had too many people with too many cars and they just didn't have anywhere to put them. And I don't want to see that happen. So we don't have anything in place at this time to help you, but please, contact Commissioner Michelle Mellon-Rogovan and the rest of us, and we'll, try to figure something out. And then my last comment has to do with our budget meeting. The first one has been set for May 18th at 4 p.m. This meeting is very important. It's open to the public. It's open to residents. It's open to businesses. It's open to staff. So the only staff that's required to come is the department heads, who come and share ideas and stuff. But I I really, really want all staff to come. You know, no one's required to come. But, you know, it's no secret that our finances are not, we're not really doing that well financially. I'm going to talk at the next meeting some more about pensions, which are severely underfunded. But these are things that we all need to be talking about and talking about openly. And I really want as many people to come as possible. I don't want it to just be us as a council talking about things like we do every year. And then if we're completely honest with ourselves, not a whole lot happens to change the financial outlook of the town. So, you know, we need to do a little bit better. And I really want everyone to come out to that meeting. So again, it's down here, it's May 18th, it's 4 p.m. And I look forward to seeing as many people there as possible. And that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxim. Commissioner Vogt.
Thank you. I also want to thank you guys for coming and taking the time to speak with us about this. I've also been in your position. I'm here now because I was in your position with an issue in town that I got involved and engaged with. And it's a long, frustrating process to try to get things done. So I just want to thank you for taking the time. Some things are not on, you know, the council or the village's radar. Once they are, it certainly is my priority to try to figure out how to address those issues and figure out how we can come to a solution together. I know I've responded to the folks who have emailed me, and I just wanted to say that it's 100% on our radar. And I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I also wanted to address the overnight parking issue as well. Over the years, I've come up with some plans, you know, I'm like, could this work or that? And I know I brought them up in meetings. Parking is another sort of frustrating thing in town. And so that is something that I expect we will be talking about at our upcoming budget meeting. But you do know about that you can call in your car overnight, correct? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you have that, and you can go online now, so it's even easier, but I just wanted to make sure that you did know that that was, that is an option for you. And then I will move on to talk about Arbor Day. You celebrate Arbor Day in April. It's the last Friday of the month. We usually plant our ceremonial tree on Friday. This year it will be at 836 Beloit. I believe D91 will have some students joining us. They always do a great job. They usually sing songs or recite poems or something about trees. And it's a really nice morning. So 9 a.m. Friday, April 24th, 836 Beloit. And there's some stuff online if you wanted to go look at the flyer. And then also the library has a little interactive tree that kids can color on leaves and stuff and put that on there at the library along with a display of tree related books. So if you're at the library, I encourage you to check that out as well. Last meeting, I had announced our continued Tree City USA designation. And we recently learned that we qualified again for a growth award. So this is truly a testament to the village's investment in caring for our urban forest and in Director Stella's commitment to the urban forest management plan. So I thank him for that. This is a great time, obviously, to remind folks about the importance of properly caring for our trees. You may have noticed in the March 27th Village newsletter that spring has arrived, and with it comes the annual opportunity to refresh and care for our community spaces. Residents are kindly reminded that it's time for spring cleanup, particularly the removal of any decorations, lights, or materials attached to village-owned parkway trees. While the holiday lights and decorations brought warmth and charm to our neighborhood during the winter season, they should now be taken down. Leaving items on trees for extended periods can lead to long-term damage, including mold growth and restricted air circulation. Trees need the ability to breathe and grow freely as the spring season begins. So decoration, lights, anything affixed to the parkway trees must be down by May 1. It is also important to note that folks should avoid putting nails, screws, eye bolts, staples, any foreign objects into trees. They can be very dangerous to the tree's health, but also for the folks who are maintaining them. A chainsaw, for instance, hitting an embedded screw or sharp object can not only damage the equipment, but it could also become a projectile that could severely injure somebody. We've invested a lot to improve the health of our village-owned trees and to grow its canopy. So it would be a shame to diminish that investment, and it would be catastrophic to see our tree inventory lose any trees to preventable, avoidable damage. Lastly, parkway plantings could start as soon as folks are ready this spring. And it's a really simple application process. You can just reach out to me or the village, fill out the application. Director Stella will evaluate it. And that helps to make sure that what's being planted is safe for like sightline issues and then also to avoid any invasive species. So that helps keep the community safe while you're helping to keep it beautiful. And then we want to thank the Arts Alliance for their new installation at Constitution Court. They held a ribbon cutting this past Saturday and the garden posts are fun. And I'm very impressed with the contribution from the artists. They were very creative. And I encourage everyone to check those out. And then save the date, May 16th for our annual spring cleanup. That's all I got.
Thank you, Commissioner Vogt. All right, so earlier tonight, first of all, for the residents who came out to speak on your issues, thank you for coming to speak in a public forum about your issues. It's the best way to get the ball moving on your issue. In terms of the short-term rental, that issue, this is the second time at least one resident from the 900 block of Lathrop has been here. We communicated after you were here the first time. And like I said, staff are taking seriously your concerns. You know, the council, the policymakers are going to direct staff to work with our attorneys to look at our options for regulating short-term rentals, okay? It may not happen by the next meeting, but they will be given that direction. So I just want to make that very clear. We'll be going down to Springfield as part of the IML, Illinois Municipal League Lobby Day, the last week of April. Some of you may know that in the Transit Governance Reform Bill that was signed, I think in December by the governor, maybe November, there was a provision that will allow suburbs to bill the CTA for our first response, fire and police at the CTA sites. So I can tell you that the fire chiefs for the 4 communities have met. They're looking at a common billing scheme, a set of prices, whatnot. And we're going to work on the sample ordinance for the village to adopt at some point. There may have to be an agreement with the CTA, but when we go to Springfield in a couple of weeks, that's going to be the issue that we're addressing, whether we're talking to governor's staff or members of the General Assembly. And then secondly, there's a bill that's being considered in Springfield, I think now, that will bypass municipal zoning authority for the purposes of creating housing in the state. Most of the organizations that represent small communities like Forest Park, the IML, as well as the WCMC, the West Central Municipal Conference, are opposed to that bill. So we'll also be speaking about that issue when we're in Springfield. So those are kind of the two driving issues that I will be looking at in Springfield. So having said that, that concludes my report this evening, and the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxam. Is there a second? Been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Deputy Clerk.
Commissioner Maxam? Aye. Commissioner Vogt? Mayor Hoskins?
Aye. We are adjourned.